Anyways, I'm here, and I'm here to talk about Javier Milei. I've been keeping up with this guy, and I've been happy about his presidency. I'm happy El Salvador has the person it needs running the country, rather than some fucking lunatic. Like what, 100 years of failure just for one guy to fix everything, and all he did was, hey, let the free market take over. That's literally all he did. He cut out all the useless government workers, and I'm freaking glad he did. But I know there's gonna be like those few people. What about $40 billion to Argentina? Okay, I'll get through this part real easily because, and I know there's gonna be like at least one or two comments. So half of it was funded by private banks. So this one is not really taxpayer funded. This is just private banks and private investors giving that money to him. The other half is $20 billion. This one is taxpayer funded, but it is a short term loan. And a short term loan is something that you have to pay back. You have to pay back. That's what a loan is. Anyways, now that I got through that part, because I know there's gonna be at least one person being like, 40 billion to Argentina. Anyways, now we can continue.
Argentina's rambunctious president Javier Milei stormed to a crucial midterm victory, sending markets soaring and sparking celebrations on the streets.
Yep, I'm so glad for him. Oh, actually, before I continue quickly, I'm a little sad that no American media is covering this. I'm glad Sky News is doing it, but I'm disappointed that there ain't no Fox News or no CNN or no. Actually, I expect CNN not to cover this, but yeah, I'm just sad there's not more, more American mainstream media covering it. Because every time I hear of him, it's pretty much been entirely off of Sky News alone. Yeah, thank you guys for that, at least. There they are. Yeah. Nice.
And not only did Milei's right-wing La Libertad Avanza party win more than 40% of the votes, compared with 31% for the left-leaning populist opposition movement.
Oh, thank God they fucking lost. Thank God. Argentina would have been shit if he lost.
But his party also extended their influence, picking up 14 seats in the Senate and 64 seats in the lower house of Congress.
Wait. 64? Damn. I don't know how many people are in Argentina's lower house, but damn, 64? That's a lot. That's a lot. Damn, bro has like... I hope bro has either full control or almost full control of the government. Dude, then he's gonna fix everything. He will fix everything.
Congress. The victory came after Milei's term as president so far has impressed Argentinians, tackling the huge challenge of inflation that plagued the nation before he came into power. Milei's sweeping government's cut led to a reduction in inflation from 12.8% before his inauguration to 2.1% last month.
Damn.
His government also produced
reduction.
a fiscal surplus and pushed through widespread deregulation.
First surplus in 14 years. Wow, who would have known? Who would have known a guy who is an economist is very good at running a country over a politician? Who would have known a guy who took an economics course, did everything correctly, and has written multiple economic books was the key to a fiscal success in the government? Who knew that cutting back a lot of government programs was the key to fixing everything? Wow.
Reforms for the people of Argentina. Milei's victory isn't only a win for Argentina, but also for the US, with Trump sending congratulations to Milei.
The results from the Argentina election.
That's great.
Wow, what a great question that is. I love that question because that was a big win in Argentina. I want to congratulate the victor, and he was a big victor, and he had a lot of help from us. He had a lot of help. I gave him an endorsement, very strong endorsement, and it was
he succeeded.
Really unexpected to have a victory of that. Some people thought it would be hard to win, and not only did he won by a lot. So
yeah, great for him.
That was a great thing, and I give Scott and I give Jameson, everybody, Marco, a lot of credit for that because, we are are sticking with a lot of the countries in South America. We're focused very much on South America, and we're getting a real strong handle on South America in a lot of ways, including the fact that we don't want their drugs. We don't want drugs.
Yeah, that's true. We don't want more fentanyl here. I'm sorry, but like, I don't know. Actually, no, I'm not sorry. I know the Mexican economy is heavily dependent on drugs and people going from the U.S. border and, cartels kidnapping people. But you know what? Fuck the cartels. Fuck the cartels. I'm glad the U.S. military is going there to fight these freaking terrorists, taking our people, ruining our country for their money. And I'm sorry, but if your government is too shit at handling its job, the U.S. has to go in there.
Coming into our country, and you're seeing that.
Milei's victory was inextricably linked to Trump and the US with a $40 billion deal to strengthen the Argentinian economy, hinged on Milei's victory. Former politician Ron Paul blasted the deal between Trump and Milei during his discussion with senior fellow Chris Rossini.
We're very disappointed in the path that he has chosen, because there was only two choices when he was elected. It's A, try to save the failed American empire, or B, try, there's no guarantee, to save America itself, the American people.
And he has.
And they are not the same. You have to choose one or the other, empire or America. And unfortunately, Trump has chosen to try to save the failed empire, like Mikhail Gorbachev did. He failed. He could not save the Soviet Union.
The Soviet Union was a big piece of fucking trash. Yeah. Again, fucking giant ass piece of trash. Thank God it failed.
And as a result of this mentality, everything has to be focused on empire, outside, everything that's outside, whether it's Israel, whether it's still Ukraine.
We need to stop giving
Everything
money to
is
Ukraine.
focused on what is going on out there and not here. We had this one stung big time for the American people, and that's this bailout of Argentina at the expense of not only taxpayers, as always.
Yep, and that's why I brought the point up earlier in the video. As I said, it is a loan. Because, let's be honest, politicians think you're fucking dumb, so they don't expect you to know, like, a bunch of the small things behind everything they do. So, never fucking trust them.
But the American farmers who are suffering greatly already. And President Trump, with your empire first, sorry, that comes first rather than what is going on in here. And, this was a bad one. Why are their farmers more important than our own?
But not everyone is so cynical about the partnership, with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent sending his congratulations to Milei and saying Argentina is a vital ally in Latin America.
I agree.
These results are a clear example that the Trump administration policy of peace through economic strength is working.
Yep.
We look forward to continued steps towards economic freedom that will attract private sector investment and job creation, bringing prosperity to the Argentine people. Under President Trump's leadership, the relationship between the United States and Argentina has never been stronger.
Yep.
Latin America is on its way to a bright economic future.
I fully agree. And like our relationship with El Salvador and Argentina, they are great. They are great. Like, these are what allies should be. I'm tired of having these like limp dick allies that shit on America every second of the day. Even though, like, I'm going to be honest, the United Nations is funded primarily by the U.S. Those nations' protection is funded primarily by the U.S. Whenever the U.S. votes against something everyone else wants, they get pissed off at us. I'm going to be honest, the United Nations, nah. I hate a lot of the places in there. Because they basically want our money, our funding, our food, our everything. And what do they give us in exchange? They talk shit about us every day and how their country is better than ours, when they don't have to spend any money on any of that stuff themselves. I'm gonna be honest. We have too many ungrateful piece of shit allies, and we really need to get rid of so many countries we give money to. like give money to, give food to. I'm sorry, but like if you're not 100% an ally, all funding, every ounce of funding should be gone. Tired of these people being entitled to thinking that, hey, if a war starts in my country, the US has to send its soldiers to fucking die for my country. Like, that's something that happened during Ukraine, where a bunch of people, like, they got mad that the US wasn't joining in order to fight the war with them. That's how entitled these people have become. They're entitled to the lives of all these 18 plus year olds in the military to die for them because they don't care about us. They only care about us when it's convenient. I'm tired of this bullshit. But yeah, I 100% meant to be a downer. I hate a lot of our allies. I hate the majority of our allies in the United Nations. I think they're all pieces of trash.